Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Brendyn.
Hello. Junior year of college, I would take the bus from where I grew up in New York to where I was going to school in Boston. And in those days, I was brutally single, just like dateless for miles in either direction. And I'd sit on these buses and I'd watch these beautiful women walk on and just hope that one of them would want to sit next to me. And usually they didn't. Usually the girl that sat next to me would look more like my uncle. But this one time, this gorgeous girl gets on the bus. I'm talking about hair and makeup, bam, and clothes, wham, just gorgeous. And she sits next to me and falls asleep. I spend the next 2.5 hours trying not to look at her flat stomach, which was hard because the midriff ended like way up here. And I also spent the next 2.5 hours trying to figure out a way to wake her up so we would talk, make out, and have sex someplace before Boston. Well, fate intervened. Someplace in the middle of Connecticut, right, this terrible, terrible snowstorm picks up. And after about 20 minutes of driving through this mess, the captain of the bus, he flips on the mic and he says, "Well, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. There's no way we're going to get to Boston on time. There's just way too much snow." Click. And there's like a collective groan through the bus. But Supergirl next to me, she snaps her eyes open and she says, but no, I need to get to South Station on time. I need to get my connection to my school in Vermont. So I turn to her, Johnny Fix-It, right? And I say, "You'll make your connection." "Excuse me? Your connection, you'll definitely make it." "Really?" "Absolutely, no doubt in my mind." "Oh, well, thank you." There was no way she was going to make her connection. But who cares? I mean, we're talking now, right? "So you go to school in Vermont. That's excellent. What do you go to school for?" "Oh, I go to school for piano." Piano? Wow, really? You good at the piano?" "Yes, I'm very good at the piano. And what do you go to school for?" "Well, I go to school for communications, and I like to think I'm good at communicating." And we're going back and forth, and we're bonding, and I notice she's moved a little bit closer, and I can smell her perfume when we're talking about school. And the conversation turns to our families, and she says to me, "Is your father very strict?" And I said, "I don't know. He's no more strict than any other father." "Why? Is your father strict?" "Yes, my father's very strict. He said that if I don't graduate this time, I could never come home." So, all right, kind of screwed up home life, but who cares? I mean, we're talking now, right? I mean, any second, we're going to start making out and then have sex until Boston and, bus sex in a snowstorm on the bus. So I launch into this ill-advised monologue about how important it is to live with the right people, and a good friend doesn't necessarily make a good roommate, and really this whole line of crap that was just designed to impress her, which I guess it did, because after I was done, she turned to me and said, "Wow, I can tell that you are very mature and really put together." "Wow, well, thank you very much. Why do you say that?" "Well, it's obvious. I mean, you're an adult, and I am in high school." Here's where my brain slammed into the side of my skull. First of all, she's insane. She got on the bus in New York wearing just a midriff, and it's February. She's got no coat. Crazy. But crazy's okay. You could sleep with crazy. You cannot sleep with high school. I'm now the creeper on the bus. I need to get out. I gotta get out of this. Well, hey, look, best of luck to you. "No, what else do you like to do?" And she puts a hand on my knee. I'm like, "Nothing." "Nothing. I don't like it." "No, you are adventurous and exciting." I'm really not. I'm terrible. I'm a creepy old guy on the bus, right? Adventurous and exciting. You know what? I'm actually going to go to sleep right now. So best of luck to you in the 88 keys. And I pretend that I'm asleep for the next 2.5 hours on the bus. The first 5 minutes of which I'm staring at her through like the slits of my eyelids, and she's leering at me, talking about crazy. When we get to South Station, not only does she miss her connection, but we walk in two completely different directions, thank God. Here's the thing. If you have a design to sleep with someone, make sure you know how old she is. Don't be creepy, because there's a possibility that she might just want to sleep with you too. Thank you.